At 56, David Michael Bautista Jr. looks like a man in his early 30s, muscular, agile, and biologically younger than most guys in their prime. But what's most surprising isn't how he looks. It's what he overcame to get there. Years of brutal wrestling matches, surgeries, injuries, and Hollywood stunt work left his body battered. Doctors warned him, slow down or break down. But Bautista didn't slow down. He got smarter, sharper, relentless. The six-time WWE World Champion and global movie star took matters into his own hands and made a radical shift. Not in the gym, but in the kitchen. He identified 5 common foods that were secretly inflaming his joints, draining his energy, and accelerating aging. And he cut them out completely. The result? More muscle, better sleep, sharper focus, and insane stamina. Bautista now trains harder, recovers faster, and performs stronger than ever because his body isn't fighting itself anymore. In this video, we reveal the 5 foods Bautista refuses to eat, his exact daily eating routine, the unusual way he hydrates, and the training strategy that keeps him jacked without breaking down. And at the very end, we'll drop a shocking truth about his body most people won't believe. Ready? Let's dive in. What David Bautista eats. 1. Breakfast. David starts his day with a high-protein, low-carb breakfast. His go-to meal is scrambled egg whites with spinach, grilled turkey bacon, and half an avocado. This combo gives him sustained energy without spiking his blood sugar. He often adds a greens powder in water or a black coffee with MCT oil to boost focus and fat metabolism. At 56, he prioritizes meals that are easy to digest but dense in micronutrients to support muscle retention, hormone health, and brain clarity. No processed carbs, no sugary cereals, just clean fuel. 2. Lunch. Lunch for David is all about lean protein and fiber. He usually goes for grilled chicken breast or wild-caught fish, paired with quinoa or roasted sweet potatoes, and a generous portion of steamed broccoli or kale. The focus is on anti-inflammatory foods to support recovery from his workouts. Occasionally, he'll add a scoop of hummus or olive oil dressing to keep the meal satisfying. It's clean, simple, and dialed in to maintain his muscle mass without bloating or digestive stress. 3. Dinner is where David optimizes for deep recovery and sleep quality. He eats early, typically by 6:30 p.m., and sticks to a light but nutrient-dense plate. Think grass-fed steak or salmon, asparagus, and cauliflower mash. He avoids heavy starches at night, allowing his body to shift into fat burning and cellular repair. He may sip on chamomile tea or magnesium-rich water to unwind. Every choice reflects his longevity mindset. Recovery is just as important as intensity. 4. Snacks. Snacking is minimal and strategic. David prefers a handful of almonds, pumpkin seeds, or a boiled egg when hunger strikes between meals. Occasionally, he'll have a protein shake made with plant-based protein, unsweetened almond milk, and cinnamon. No chips, no bars filled with sugar alcohols. His rule is snack like an athlete, not like a kid. Every snack supports energy, focus, and muscle maintenance. 5. Hydration. David drinks close to a gallon of water per day, often infused with electrolytes or lemon juice. Staying hydrated is essential for his joint health, skin elasticity, and cardiovascular function. He avoids sugary sports drinks and soda. Coconut water is a rare treat post-training for its natural potassium content. Hydration isn't a background habit for him, it's a performance enhancer. Supplements. His supplement stack is simple but powerful. He takes a high-quality multivitamin, omega-3 fatty acids for inflammation, magnesium glycinate for sleep and muscle repair, and CoQ10 to support heart health. For training recovery, he uses plant-based protein powder and BCAAs. Occasionally, he'll rotate in turmeric or ashwagandha to fight stress and boost recovery. Every supplement is chosen with intention. No gimmicks, just results. 5 foods David Bautista avoids. 1. Sugar and desserts. David completely cuts out refined sugar. No cookies, cakes, or sugary protein bars. Sugar inflames the body, spikes insulin, and accelerates aging, especially skin aging. He says it also messes with your mood and energy levels. Instead, he satisfies cravings with a square of dark chocolate or a berry smoothie with no added sugar. 2. Refined carbs. White bread, pasta, and pastries are off the menu. These carbs offer zero nutritional benefit and spike his blood sugar. They also contribute to weight gain and brain fog. David opts for carbs that come from nature: sweet potatoes, oats, and quinoa. The payoff? More energy, better workouts, and tighter skin. 3. Heavy red meats and processed meats. He's not anti-meat, but he avoids processed forms like bacon, hot dogs, and deli meats. Even red meat like ribeye is eaten sparingly. These foods increase inflammation and cancer risk. Instead, he goes for grass-fed cuts and leaner proteins like bison or turkey when he wants a meaty meal. 4. Alcohol in excess. While he might enjoy a rare glass of red wine, David avoids alcohol in excess. It disrupts sleep, lowers testosterone, and leads to poor food choices. He's seen too many peers lose their edge from nightly drinks. Water, herbal teas, and occasional adaptogen elixirs are his go-to alternatives. 5. Highly processed foods. David avoids all ultra-processed snacks. Think frozen meals, energy drinks, or protein bars with a laundry list of ingredients. These foods are addictive and filled with artificial chemicals. He believes if you can't pronounce it, you probably shouldn't eat it. He chooses whole, minimally processed foods to fuel his body like a champion. Training and physical routine. At 56, David Bautista trains with the precision of a champion and the intensity of a warrior. His weekly workout routine is designed to maintain muscle mass, joint mobility, and explosive strength, while allowing time for recovery. Mondays are dedicated to push movements like incline bench presses, overhead dumbbell presses, and weighted dips to sculpt his chest and shoulders. Tuesdays shift focus to pull exercises, including heavy rows, lat pull-downs, and strict barbell curls to carve his back and arms. Wednesdays hit legs hard with front squats, walking lunges, Romanian deadlifts, and core finishers like hanging leg raises. Thursdays are for active recovery, light mobility drills, yoga, or steady-state cardio to flush soreness. On Fridays, he ramps up with full-body circuits, kettlebell swings, sled pushes, battle ropes, and burpees for conditioning. Saturdays focus on arms and abs, supersetting curls, skull crushers, and cable work with core movements. Sundays are sacred rest, or light stretching to stay limber and injury-free. Key philosophy. David's philosophy is rooted in discipline and self-respect. He says, "Your body is your resume, treat it like it matters." He avoids excuses, embraces discomfort, and believes in stacking small habits over time. Every meal, workout, and choice is intentional. He doesn't chase trends, he follows what works, listens to his body, and refuses to let age define him. Shocking truth about his body. Here's what shocks even elite athletes and trainers. Despite decades of wrestling, stunt work, and intense weight training, David Bautista has never suffered a major muscle tear or undergone joint replacement surgery. At 56, his body has endured the kind of punishment that ends most careers, but he's still moving like a man in his 30s. How? It's not genetics, it's strategy. Bautista trains with precision, not ego. He focuses on perfect form, controlled reps, and functional strength, not just lifting heavy for the sake of it. His recovery habits are just as disciplined: deep sleep, anti-inflammatory nutrition, daily mobility drills, and targeted supplementation. He doesn't rely on luck, he builds resilience. That's why his body, once worn down by the brutal grind of pro wrestling, now operates like a fine-tuned machine. Most guys his age are managing pain. Bautista? He's breaking personal records. The real flex isn't his muscle, it's his mastery of long-term performance. Final call to action. Want to turn back the clock on aging? Just like David Michael Bautista Jr., it starts with what you put on your plate. Eliminate the foods that silently destroy your energy, your joints, and your appearance. Say goodbye to sugar, refined carbs, and heavily processed junk. Instead, fuel your body with clean proteins, smart fats, real hydration, and consistent movement. Bautista didn't reverse the clock with shortcuts. He did it with discipline. And so can you. The only question is, Which of these 5 aging foods are you ready to cut first? Drop your answer in the comments. And if this inspired you, hit that subscribe button. We've got more no-nonsense fitness, longevity, and transformation stories coming your way from the world's most disciplined legends. Your next chapter starts now.